Hey everybody, I want to introduce some concepts that I use when I'm playing chords, especially when I'm accompanying somebody's solo or a vocalist. And this is a method using drop two. All right, drop two is like, originally, you have five saxes in your band, right? Like this. And they voice a chord like D minor, like this, five saxes. And what you do, because that's hard to fit all five saxes into that range. So they take the second voice from the top and drop it down to the bottom. They remove it from here and move it to the bottom like this. And then a lot of times they'll take the doubled note out too. Now you only have four voices here. So there's D minor. And if you go up the scale of D minor like this, D minor, diminished chord, D minor, diminished chord, D minor, and then there's various ways to get around this part, but you can go D minor 6, D minor 7th, diminished chord, and there's some other ways to get around that little part. But I'm going to focus just on the bottom part right here. D minor, diminished, D minor, same diminished, and D minor. And then I'm going to take drop two. I'm going to remove this note, move it down here, and also get rid of the doubled note. So now it looks like this. Oh, sorry. And usually I just avoid the next little spot by jumping up to another D minor chord. I kind of go like that. And also knowing how to come down, doing the same thing. Okay? So, like, for instance, on a song like Fly Me to the Moon. Very useful there. Okay? Now, here's the thing. This is better. This is more useful than just using it for minor chords. You can also use it for major chords. Now, how does that work? Well, look. D minor. Hey, that could be F6 right there. See, F6, D minor, F6. So, if your chord is an F, you can play, right? Well, those are all F chords too. So, for instance, you have, say, D minor, sorry, and then maybe a G chord, and then you want to do C major. Well, think about an A minor chord. Shit, that still ain't right. Yeah, like that. That's C major. It could be A minor, but it's also C major. Yeah. See, that's C major 6th, right? So D minor, and then G, and C major. Thinking more like A minor. Man, who wants me on that? Another little useful thing I've found for major chords is to do, and this is kind of, how could you describe this? Well, it's kind of like a part of the so what chord. If say that's C major right there, and usually think of the so what chord as being a minor chord, but that chord could be F6 also. So this one could be, looks like A minor, but it could be a C major too. And I like to go kind of like take this part and come down like that, or just come down like that. You could do it on a minor chord, and then D minor, G, and then C. Is that right? Yes. But that's a C, and that's a C. You see, because that's major 7th, 6th, 9th. It's kind of a C. That's definitely a C chord because you got the root, or you have the root, the 5th. What are we missing? We're missing the 3rd, all right? But if you play it in the right context, it's going to sound like C. So that's a thing I like to do. I like to do it with minor chords, like if I'm doing a 2-5-1, say an F, I start with G minor. One of my little tricks there. That's the G minor, that's G minor, that's G minor, and then hit something like C11th or something. And there's my F, and I could go. See, I use the D minor. I'm kind of thinking D minor there. That's the relative minor of F, but it functions just as well as F. As you come down to F like that, even. So these are just some, little, I guess you could call them devices that I use, and I think other piano players probably use them too. Though I've never really heard it explained this way, where you can use a minor chord as a major chord, or as a minor chord. Okay, now what about other kind of chords like the minor 7 flat 5, or the dominant chord? Well, check this out. So let's take a minor 7 flat 5 chord, okay? And you can do the same kind of thing with this chord. Thanks, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. And remember, I'm still a pretty small-time channel here, so I see all your comments, and I'll respond to almost all of them, especially if you have a question. So please leave any comments in the comments section below.